be doing here is taking a look at a process or a skill, more appropriately, called contextualization. And you can simplify contextualization as what led to this, or what's the historical situation of a development or a concept. Now, contextualization is one of the 6 target skills of the course. Officially, the target skill of contextualization reads as follows. Analyze the context of historical events, developments, or processes. So, developments and processes would be that target skill number 1, where you simply have knowledge of what's going on. So now, we need to figure out what's going on that helps us understand a development in history. And one of the best real-world examples of this would be the beginning of most Star Wars movies. Alright, so Star Wars begins, you hear John Williams' epic score, and you see scrolling text. They are situating the movie. They are letting you know what has been happening that directly leads to what you're about to see on screen. So when we contextualize, you need to aim for about 3 to 4 complete sentences. 3 to 4 complete sentences that directly situate the argument you're about to make, although officially it just has to relate to a prompt. Now, to visualize how to approach contextualization, think of it like this. Smaller circle. Circle A, you have a main idea or a main concept. Within circle B, this is the big picture. If circle A is a smaller piece of it, B is the whole shebang. It's the whole pie. To figure out how to contextualize, you would consider what led to this idea, what are events that are within the same time frame, or maybe the people and groups that are involved with this smaller piece of the puzzle. Now, in terms of a little bit of practice, consider the American Revolution, a topic that American school kids learn at various points throughout their educational history. So consider what led to the American Revolution. French and Indian War, Stamp Act, Boston Massacre, etc. What events are occurring during the same time frame? So you would try and figure out 1775 to 1783. What's going on? Maybe Declaration of Independence. Even though it was a part of it, it's not actual fighting, and some consider the revolution to just be the fighting itself. What people or groups were involved? Patriots, loyalists, colonials, Hessian mercenaries, Native Americans. It goes across the board. So there's numerous directions you could take it. So when you try and contextualize, this is a good frame of reference and a good place to start. Now, to contextualize a prompt, remember that a prompt will help set up DBQs and LEQs. And they'll have that action verb, they'll have content, and they'll give you a time frame. So for a little bit of practice, consider the prompt. Develop an argument that evaluates one or more causes of the American Revolution. So the action verb is evaluate, the content is causes of the revolution, and the time frame really would be that pre-revolutionary era. So the task would simply be as follows. You look at your contextualization. What can you add or alter based on this prompt? Remember, 3 to 4 complete sentences that directly will lead into your argument or your eventual thesis. That's all contextualization is. What is going on in the world, or what directly will lead into an argument. It's best to either keep it within the time frame, or at most, you can only go one time frame earlier. Any earlier than that, and you're going to need more than 3 to 4 sentences to connect it, and it's not necessarily going to work out.